Uncle Shah, brothers could turn down the volume on their phones.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we give all praises to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who do well. Peace and salutations as always to the elect. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites, the branch. All right, at Great Millstone here in Dallas, Texas. Here to do another, all right, what we call New Year's Eve of destruction, a tradition, starting with our apostles we come with, end of the year. This year was full of great things, which should strengthen your faith and keep you firm. All right, and the promise that the Heavenly Father made as he's coming through on that promise. Somebody get 2 Ezra 9. The end is associated with many effects. 2 Ezra 9, maybe around 4, somewhere around there. All right, and hopefully you brothers and sisters edify. We just go flow in the spirit. No set topic, but man, as you can see, the Lord is coming through on His promise. We got a few prophecies left. The sealing of the elect is synonymous with the civil unrest. The institution of the Haragma, the RFID, microchip, the MOTB, and World War III. And we're just about out of here, man. So, hey, the Lord, everything that He said, according to the Holy Scriptures, we see it. So now we just have to fulfill our sacrifice and remaining faithful and keeping the commandment. A lot of people talk about keeping the commandments this, the commandments that. Well, we've been given a commandment as well, not to bow the knee to the image of Baal. All right, and to stand firm. All right, in the eyes of tribulation, as this world is getting ready to it's going to change in 2024.
It's happening.
It's happening. The life you knew, the way that you were able to interact with the earth and chill, that's all going to change.
Right.
All right, and that's the plan of the elite.
Well, don't piss at don't piss yourself before you get to the toilet.
Right.
Whenever you gotta really use the bathroom, it gets the hardest right when you enter the bathroom. So hold on to your faith, remain steadfast. We're right there at the toilet. Don't piss yourself.
Right.
In due time, you'll be able to release. And so we're looking at tremendous times. So we'll keep the prophecies, keep the kingdom at the forefront of your mind to endure. Because the Most High has made provision for His elect. Even though it gets dark out here, even though it might feel like you don't know what to do, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's made provision for His elect.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Oh, we got that in second.
Yeah.
Started at this spot if you see something.
This is 2 Ezra 9:3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
Right, and we see earthquakes in diverse places. Remember that big ass earthquake in Turkey?
Yep.
Now, whether an earthquake is set up by the left hand through their heart, or whether it's it's all through the Most High. It all fulfills prophecy, man. So a lot of these earthquakes, a lot of the stuff we see happening, the Heavenly Father is using His sword, which is the left hand, to bring about a lot of these plagues. But they have to bring these plagues about because out of chaos, they plan on bringing an order. Okay? So we're looking at the time where the Lord is visiting the world, which He made through these different things that we see.
Yep.
And Esau, Edom is a part of that. Go ahead.
Uproars of people in the world.
Yep.
That's what's going on in Palestine over there. That whole conflict is being stirred back up.
Right.
Verse 4. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. Go ahead.
For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
The end is manifest right before your eyes, right? And we've invested early. All right, for a lot of people, it's going to take pure hell, which pure hell is on the earth, but for a lot of people, they're going to have to see it to believe it. We believed it when it wasn't like, our apostles and elders especially, man, The MOTV wasn't out there like that back then. Okay, but as we gradually get to the end is associated with effects, okay, and signs. Go ahead.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
So we're witnessing those effects and signs right now. The wars, the rumors of war, clearly, the World War III is coming.
Yep.
Biden was just talking about putting, what, 800 and something trillion into the military budget?
Yep.
Okay, Iran and Russia just opted out of trading in the dollar, which we know that there's propaganda surrounding it, and we know that ultimately the dollar ain't just gonna die like that. But what we do know is that in order to establish this new world, currency as we know it has to change. So we see currency wars, which usually leads to friction on the planet Earth in the form of actual wars. And the bankers are at the forefront of it, and they think that they're the most high, but they're getting ready to find out that they're not in control. But the end is associated. Read that again.
2 Ezra 9:6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Right, effects and signs. And we're witnessing those effects and signs, and those should galvanize you to belief. As the world is looking at it like, damn, it ain't the same, it's messed up. And we had those thoughts the 80s and 90s was better, you know what I'm saying? But we get it. We get and understand why it's getting worse. And as we head into 2024, it's only gonna get tighter. Draconian measures are coming down the pipe, all type of false flags, grid attacks, all of these things are coming.
Censorship on the truth.
Censorship on the truth. You won't have the right. A lot of these videos and pages gonna start getting disappearing. Then we go to the other platform, they gonna start kicking us off of there. Because artificial intelligence is getting ready to govern the earth. Meaning they can just hear what you say and it could target you to be flagged and eventually arrested. That's gonna be the new government of the earth, artificial intelligence. China, for every one individual, there's about 40 something cameras on your ass. Meaning you're tracked, you're traced, you're watched. You don't see no Israelites raising up in China or Russia. Why? Because you say something about the government in China and Russia, and think you
gonna have your
post
head
on
on
the
a
internet,
platter.
they're gonna come to your door. Well, that's coming here. But the Lord, the way He did it in the spirit, these Babylonians have been used to excess. They've been used to a certain amount of liberty and freedom.
Decadence.
Decadence, having a lot. So when it comes here, people are gonna rebel.
Boy, they go wild out, boy.
They're gonna wild out. And Esau got all of these immigrants coming over here. It's all kind of stuff that he's doing because he's getting ready to bring a chaotic event to the earth. And through that chaotic event, he's gonna bring what? His order. Order out of chaos is the ritual we're seeing play out on the planet Earth. And we gotta look at all of these things with spiritual eyes. But there's certain comforts we're gonna lose as Israelites. Certain sacrifices we're gonna have to make. And it ain't gonna be fair. Okay? But the order that you have been given, the commandment we've been given is to remain faithful and endure unto the end. Okay? And keep our integrity, keep the faith. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So, anything else on that?
I got one to go with that. We got no more. I got one to go with that. This is 2 Ezra 6:16. And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. That's why things are happening in the planet like the elder's going into, because prophecy trumps all. So just off mere speech is making things move in the planet. Because things have to be changed, because this world we're living in is wicked and everything is turned upside down. So therefore the Lord is uttering His words out and making things change in the planet, man.
Right. It's getting too wicked. We just were talking about now trans men are getting ready to be able to participate in female boxing.
Man.
And the Olympics too.
And the Olympics.
I hope somebody dies.
Somebody's gonna get
I
hurt.
hope so. I hope someone gets their
Audible.
bone cracked, and they have to go to the hospital, and then they have to put them into a coma on purpose to preserve their brain. And then it's on the news 3 weeks straight, and then they die. Because how wicked this world is, man.
Right.
Done.
It's wicked. Right.
Okay?
Could you straighten that phone up just a little bit? You see how it's a little tilted? Just straighten it up the side. Just use, no. That's the handle. Just use that handle. The handle.
The handle, yeah.
It's just tilted here.
You might need to
Loosen it a little bit, twist it.
But go ahead with whatever you got, go ahead.
The other way.
You got it? Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 10. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these?
Yeah.
For-
That's what scripture I was thinking of, because we do it a lot
Yeah.
subconsciously, but we understand why.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are really fighting for this system to continue and to get America back. You know, these angry Edomites, you think these truthers, really, they're mad because the elites have taken the whole pie. The elites didn't share with the regular Edomites. So that's why you see an uptick in truthers and Edomites cursing out the government and cursing out the jab. They understand what's happening because America was supposed to be Esau's inheritance. This is their so-called promised land, you know, along with, you know, the conquering all over the planet Earth, but this was it for them. So for these Edomites to see that the bankers have stole the blessing and rolled off, that's why they're on the internet cursing everybody out. The Edomite, as Apostle Tahar said, he's more in tune than Jake. You know, they see, they're like, damn, we don't have nothing. This was supposed to be our shit. So when you see an Edomite talk about make America great again, really, they want America to just go back to how it was when they, you know, had some sort of privilege as an Edomite in America. You know, their little picket fence, their little house, winning. You know,
Happy days.
right? Go ahead.
This is back in Ecclesiastes
Because the
chapter
Constitution, what's that? The bill, what's the Bill of Rights? That was for them. And they, even Edomites are losing that. When you go into the first 10 bill, the Constitution, it was all geared towards civil liberties, right? Your right to bear arms, your right to even form a coup against the government if they start acting stupid. Those liberties have been taken through things like the Patriot Act. So the average everyday Edomite sees like, damn,
Right.
we ain't got a goddamn thing. They've amended all of them. There were all these amendments to the original 10, you know, I forget the name of them, but.
Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights, basically. Yeah, I said it. Somebody could make I'm right. That was their Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
That's what gave them rights in there. So a lot, they losing those rights now. So that's why you see an uptick in the average everyday Edomite pissed off, because they see America's done. Anyway, go ahead.
This is back in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 10. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these, for thou doest not inquire wisely concerning this.
Mm.
And that's basically saying it's not wise to long for the good old days, man.
70s.
Yeah, you know, burgers were better. You know what I'm saying?
You can go raw without tripping.
Yeah, you know, Jake, you know, cause subconsciously you like, man, like niggas wasn't this bad. Jake always, you know, has been going off because that's why we're in the position that we're in now. But we've seen it just get to the lowest of the low, man.
Love behavior.
Yeah,
Flood,
exactly.
yeah, it's bad, especially within Israel. All the doctrines.
Ain't nothing off limits.
Niggas just on camera eating catfish, sandwiches, just on Israelites.
Yeah,
It's gotten bad.
yeah,
Jake at camp with a skeleton mask on,
Right.
yeah.
hats. Jake is just wilding out.
They acting like Pooh Shiesty.
But when you read Genesis 6, it was the behavior of the sons of God that really led to the flood. Jake. And Jake has gotten significantly worse, even in Israel now.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 14 in the GNT, it says, put earthly cares away from you, throw down your human burdens, and lay aside your weak human nature. Right? Your sentiment towards this world and what it used to be and what you had, we got something way far better coming. The earth is dying for a reason, or the things in this earth are dying for a reason, because it's full of sin. So it's supposed to get worse. That's what happens when things decay. It says, put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. You have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. As the world grows older and weaker, the evils that will come upon its people will multiply.
And we see it. Look how that jab is just judging people, man. People are just getting hit by trucks, all kind of stuff that's just happening. Like wickedness is increasing.
Yeah.
The love of many is waxing cold. There's no natural affection towards men anymore.
Yeah.
the quality of life has significantly, children can't even play and have fun anymore outside. A child can't be a child.
Got creepy cows.
Like you have to talk to a child on a level of like an adult now. Like, look, if they touch on you, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta warn children, you know what I'm saying? Like the food's all jacked up. We're living in a very, very evil time. So your sentiment and your mindset towards this world in the current age should be hasten to flee out of this place.
Right.
You know?
Worst case scenario, like you used to say.
Right. You think about the tax return you got in the early 2000s. It was so much better.
Man, who
No.
cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, straight up. And that's why the scripture saying Micah 2:10, arise and depart, for this is not your rest. And you're clearly reminded every damn day this ain't your rest. Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, sir, 36.
Listen, go ahead.
Second Ezra 16 and 18, laying back off what Elder Ariel just read. The beginning of sorrows and great, verse 17 for you. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, just laying back off what the precept that Elder Ariel just read, this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. You know, when we come into 2024, it's just, things are just gonna increasingly just get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
You know, you even got talking heads on like CNN and on the news literally saying that 2023 is gonna pale in comparison to what 2024 is gonna be. You know, black swan events and, you know what I'm saying, grid outages, famine, more diseases ramping up. All these things have to play out so that what all of us in our side can manifest his will on the planet Earth and bring forth righteousness. You know? So we just gotta pray to Yahweh watching our side. He put the spirit upon us to be able to endure all these things that are coming upon us.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Well, you want to pray to the Lord for the spirit, not to get out of the hell. We want to get out of the hell, but also patience to go through it. Keep my text, Psalms 51. Sending up those prayers, praying more. I pray more than ever now these days. I wake up praying. I'm praying when I'm in a car. I pray a lot more than I used to. I can tell that, because it's like the Lord he got us at the point where it was always we just needed Him, but right now you feel it. Like I have if this continues, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like how are we gonna win? Like if this system continues.
If I may, just like the elders going into, if Edomites ain't got no hope in this hope, how much more so for an Israelite?
Right.
If you got well-to-do for themselves Edomites who are selling properties here and they going to South America, man, where Jake is at. They tired of this shit. So how much more support if you're an Israelite and you still want to exist in this hellhole, man? I'm like, something's not,
Something's wrong.
Yes, something's wrong with you.
There's a problem in the earth.
Yeah, most definitely.
The whole
I got
head
a
is sick.
You finna say something?
I just said the whole head is sick.
Real quick to just land back. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:14 in the NLT. It says, brothers and sisters, we urge you to warn those who are lazy. Encourage those who are timid. Take tender care of those who are weak. Be patient with everyone. See that no one pays back evil for evil.
Right, and you're gonna have these instances in the church where brothers may be weak in a certain area, may need a little galvanizing, a little fire lit under his ass. Not every brother is kick out worthy. Some brothers you work with, but we're living in a time where, man, brothers gotta snap into it, because there's gonna be a point where there's nothing else I can tell you.
You men have to be leaders.
Right.
Those of you who have chosen to step forward within this ministry, there's another level of responsibility that you have, and there's a mindset of leadership and managing your fear, managing your worry. If you're worried about losing in this world, you're gonna lose the game. You're gonna lose this time.
It'll be overcome.
You gotta get over that. We have all been assembled together for a reason, and us being here together should bring you comfort for whatever happens. Okay, so you know, there's certain brothers, they worry about certain things, they worry about what is this, you know, brothers, you know, we ain't gonna know how we gonna eat, you know. But I get it, but you gonna be alright, man. Stop talking about it so much. You know?
Yep. Provision
A
is
lot of
already
brothers
laid.
speak things into their own head when they need to be more focused on manning up. Okay? Don't nobody need to know you scared all the goddamn time.
Yeah, that's a demon.
Don't nobody need to know you sick all the time. Don't nobody need to know that you hurting all the time. You alright. Certain things can stay between you and your Yahweh Shem Yahushua and work through it.
Right.
Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, that don't mean you don't come to the congregation. But sometimes as a man, as a leader, if you a leader of an army, and your brothers need to look at themselves as a leader of an army. Yeah, even though you might, in the camp, you ain't got no rank, you still a leader of an army.
Spiritual armor.
Now, if I'm the general, and I'm looking out at the battlefield, and I go to my men, I'm like, I don't know how we gonna win. Oh, shit! You see them guns? Goddamn! How's that gonna make my soldiers feel? Even though I might be thinking, like, that's gonna be tight. I ain't gonna say that to my soldiers. I ain't gonna say that to my congregation. So brothers gotta, you know, is it gonna get tighter? Absolutely. Yes. But what we read Hebrews 12 for? What all the scriptures written for? Okay? I'll finish this. No, it's gonna be right to you. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15 says, see that no one pays back evil for evil, but always try to do good to each other and to all people. Always be joyful. Never stop praying.
Wow. Pray without ceasing.
Pray without ceasing. Never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is the Most High's will for you who belong to Hamashiach Yahushua.
Yep. Going into what you were going into as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 15. This is Judas Maccabee. All right. 2 Maccabees 15. I'll start at 6. So Nicanor, in exceeding pride and haughtiness, and this was a Greek ruler, a demon, an Edomite, all right, at war with the Israelites. So Nicanor, in exceeding pride and haughtiness, determined to set up a public monument over his victory over Judas. All right? And them that were with him. So he was ready to destroy Jake and make a monument out of it. That's what they're trying to do now. But Maccabeus had ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which should come unto them from the Almighty. And so comforted them out of the law and out of the prophets, and withal putting them in mind of the battles that they had won before, he made them more cheerful.
So do you expect the victory with the impending doom that's coming to the planet? Is there an expectation of victory in your mind first? Or is your expectation on what you're losing in this world that's already corrupted in you?
Right.
What's your expectation? Do you have the expectation like our forefathers did when they looked back and saw all the victories that the Most High brought them through? That's why we keep repeating these scriptures and going over all the victories, man. You know?
This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 6. And it says, 4 verse 6, excuse me. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High.
Yeah, be careful for nothing means don't worry about anything. All right? It don't mean don't be a clumsy idiot. It means be careful for nothing means don't worry. You had a breakdown you about to say? What you just read?
Yeah, well, it was just to add to that what the scripture said. Let your, loosely paraphrasing, rest your burdens upon the Lord. And that's going into being careful for nothing is. Obviously, we're here in this flesh, so you're going to have those moments where it's like, shit. But our joy in the Lord and our expectation, as the elders talk about, should overcome any type of tangible mortal thoughts that we have, especially when it comes to this pending doom that we all know about, by the way, that's coming. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got us, and we just got to just walk with that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be saved if we're the elect. That's coming. It's promised.
John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you.
See, the Lord left us peace. And how is that? Through the Holy Spirit. He was the comforter when he was there with his men. But he said, I'm going to comfort you as I go back to the right hand of the Father by sending gifts unto men. Now we've been comforted through the Holy Spirit. So that's the peace we have that nobody in this world has. Jake's still voting, marching, agreeing with everything Esau said out there, arguing about these celebrities, just back and forth, being tossed to and fro with no stability. But Esau's getting ready to go in. They don't have no idea. They all on the internet just talking. But we have like literal like peace. The truth shall set you free. We're no longer in bondage to Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, this fake New Year. We're free from it all. That's a form of peace that this world could never give us. You know?
Yeah, that peace is the comfort of understanding and knowing the end before it even manifests.
Man.
That's spiritual power, man.
Yes.
You know, the spiritual power that's gonna come with, you know, strength and speed to fly and running and all, you know, all this other kind of thing, which is beautiful. But the true peace and the true spiritual power is the fact that you understand and you can see the future before it even comes.
Yep.
And the All About Shem Shah did not give that to everybody.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He only gave that to select individuals who he's called. That's why Scripture says, walk worthy of vocation wherewith you have been called, the invitation. As a matter of fact, Elder, I'm going to start at verse 26 for you, just to make that point. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever I have said unto you.
So it's like Yahweh Shah's with us, but in the spiritual sense, he's teaching you, but he's not like physically there. But his true followers will go, no, oh, I remember that voice. Oh, when you heard that word, that was like Yahweh Shah tapping you on the shoulder, follow me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I knock at the door, come in and sup with you. You know, what's that Revelation?
Yeah. That goes to prove and show you that Yahweh Shai, he lives. He's in the heavens right now, literally feeding us with information. That goes to show you that he lives. Like he's immortal, man. You know what I'm saying? He's literally supping with his men, feeding us with the mysteries, man. That's heavy when you think about that.
That's how we go get the victory. Under his blood is through the testimony.
I got the Comforter definition. Well, I looked it up in the Greek. I'm gonna get right to the point. The word is a strong G 3875, parakletos. And if you go down to subsection C, it says this: in the widest sense, a helper, securer, aider, assistant of the Holy Spirit, destined to take the place of Hamashiach Yahushua with the apostles after his ascension to the Father, to lead them to a deeper knowledge of the gospel truth and give them divine strength needed to enable them to undergo trials and persecutions.
So he was physically there with them at one point. But he said, look, I'm going to go back to the Father and I'm going to comfort you through a spirit of understanding, through a spirit of miracle. Like you're going to see that it's me through the works, through the, what I'm going to open you up to. Because really, the Lord wanted his people to be justified through belief and faith.
Right.
Don't ask us why. That's just how he wanted it. He could have easily just made us perfect forever, but the way we gonna get this kingdom is through belief in the unseen.
Okay.
You know.
It says, and give them the divine strength needed to enable them to undergo trials and persecutions on behalf of the divine kingdom.
Woo, man.
Sacrifice.
See? And that's why the apostles, they went through those deaths. It wasn't them that, it wasn't in the flesh, it wasn't them that did it. You know what I'm saying? It was the Holy Spirit that was in them to be able to undergo that. And the Lord's he's gonna view that onto his elect. You know what I'm saying? To be able to not take the MOTB. It's not gonna be of you to do that.
Yes, it's a special spirit.
It's a special spirit the Lord got to put on you to be able to deny it and be like, you know what, forget it. You know what, if I got to be put to death, it is what it is.
And see, those disciples, they saw the miracles.
Yes.
So that was a big part of why they was like, "You take my life." See, now we have to believe even more in these times, and be willing to even give up our life if it be needs be. Because you got to think, if death is your sentence, there's always a But it's just like, bye.
Cause we know the meaning, it don't really exist.
Okay, y'all got it.
Mhm.
You know?
Especially talk about dying manfully, man.
Yeah.
If you, I would say, if you gonna die either way it go, you might as well, you know what I'm saying, die like a man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, one of the comforts we have, and you got a precept, a big part of this comfort is understanding death.
Right.
Understanding that that's not really the end all be all. Understanding reincarnation. Understanding that you're going to win either way. So that there's a comfort with this gospel that comes with understanding death, to where it's no longer a burden unto you. Death was a burden in the world. You know what I'm saying? Before you, it was always just, you know, but if it's the will of the Lord, it's the will of the Lord.
That's right.
You know?
This is Sirach chapter 36, verse 15. Actually, I'm going to start at 14, because you went into that testimony, how that's been given from the heavens. And that segues into what you said right now. We've been given the testimony, so with that being the case, we've been induced with strange faith. I'll just say faith, something that nobody else on the earth possesses. But this is Sirach chapter 36, verse 14. And it says, fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. And where is that going to happen first? Well, it happened before the foundation of the earth. Make that clear. But who's Zion? That's us right here. So we've been given those unspeakable oracles, which goes into the testimony. All right. Now, when you continue, it says in verse 15, give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. So when it comes to the testimonies that we've been given, this comforter that we've received, we've been raised up through the Holy Spirit to be prophets. As this comfort has been given unto us, we've been given foresight and insight to see and tell the future. Okay? And then it says in verse 16, reward them, Salakia, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. And that's what's it at the end of the day. Giving this testimony, hey, we got to make sure with us being the prophets, we're found faithful to the end. But the start of that is that testimony being given unto us, which enhanced our faith.
Right. This
You know?
is the commandment.
That's right.
A lot of people, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot. See, when it says Yahweh Shai fulfilled the law, a lot of people just focus on he fulfilled the 613, which he did fulfill it. And when it says he fulfilled the law, he fulfilled everything we needed under that first covenant. He was the high priest. He was the sacrifice. He was the scapegoat. He was the morning sacrifice. He was the evening sacrifice. They took him in the morning. He died in the evening. Like he fulfilled everything. He was Jubilee. He was everything we needed to get back to the Father. He fulfilled the law. But the commandment that he fulfilled that's more to be focused on, in my opinion, is the fact that he was obedient unto death.
Right.
He was obedient to his command to be a sacrifice. And it's our duty now. We have a command. You get this word, you find out you're Israel, you got all these great mysteries, but it comes with a responsibility to, you know what I'm saying? To fulfill what is written, to fulfill your course, even if it means giving up this life. That's what Yahweh Shai did. He understood his transgression as Adam. He understood his transgression as Solomon. So that life was to be given all to the Lord, even to the point where it was a full sacrifice. You know, and now it's our turn. And not all of us have to take deaths, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have to put this world off in a way that we can't even imagine. We don't even think it's possible right now. Like we're gonna have to separate from Egypt in a way that we don't really even understand that's coming. But provision before, the Lord already has provision set for the elect to get through these things, you know?
Yep. This is John 14 and 19 and 20. I read verse 19 and 21. Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also.
So he's here with us right
Yes.
now. The world don't see it. Yeah, John 14 real quick.
I'm in John
Yeah,
14
he's
right
in
now.
14.
But go up to 15,
okay.
and then jump back there. You were like 20 something?
I'm at like 19.
Yep.
I'll start at verse 15 for you.
Yep.
John 14 and 15, it says, if ye love me, keep my commandments. And I will pray the Father, and
Which the
he
Christian church say you don't have to keep no commandments.
Crazy.
Like the brother Malak said in the chat, man, which I'm probably gonna do a lesson, but how can you think you gonna serve Yahweh Shem Shai? You don't have to sacrifice nothing.
right.
You can just do what you wanna do. You don't have to keep no commandment. Again, we understand we're not saved by the law, but in this wicked world, we wanna guide ourselves to some sort of plan, to some sort of, playbook, and that's the law, to the best of our ability.
Heat for repentance.
Right, but it's all about really what fulfills the law is walking in the Spirit. When you walk in the Spirit, you fulfill the law. You do the things that are pleasing unto the Lord.
It's for me. It's what the truth is. It's a culture, but it's still a job. That's why I say it's my father's business.
Yeah.
You don't go to any establishment out here and do what the hell you want.
Right.
You don't get spewed out in a pink slip. Goodbye.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. You don't go to your job and say, well, I understand on the books it's a 15-minute break, but I'm going to just do a 40-minute break. That's Christians. Technically, well, yeah, I understand in the books you got it written, you know what I'm saying, in the guideline that, you know, under section CBE 1333, 15-minute break. Well, you know what? Now that I got the job, shit, I'm not bound to that. So I'm gonna do a 40-minute break. You don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the Lord, you want to play like that and do that.
Yep.
Right.
The laws came from heaven, man. How you gonna say that ain't needed?
Man.
When everything in this earth is all wicked because of sin.
Right.
It's out of order. People don't obey or have any type of mind towards righteousness or the order the Lord set up.
That's right.
You got it, brother. Then we can
Con.
get Sirach 36 unless somebody else got something. Go ahead.
John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. And I know you go into this a lot, but that word "keep" it means to serve. So when you serve or you keep or you observe something, that means you have to put it into action, right? It says, "And I will pray the Father, and He shall give you another Comforter, that He may abide with you forever." See, because Yahushua wasn't with the disciples, which later became the apostles forever. He was only with them for a little bit of time. You see, but Yahushua was with them though. So, how much more in today's time? Like the Thomas, he's like, man, look, he's like, blessed are those that haven't seen me, but yet do believe that I'm with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why the priesthood of Aaron is not beneficial to us at this point.
At this point.
Because we would have to have that that high priest after the order of Aaron. We would have to have that physical temple.
They got benched.
Yeah, he's the high priest up there. Esau can't destroy that. He can't destroy that temple. He can't even see it. This connection we have with Yahweh Bashim Yashad is victory that we're taking in, man. He can't ordain, he can't alter it.
The Levites were streaky.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be hot,
Yep.
and they'll go cold.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith.
Hey, well, read Malachi. That was the end of it. Malachi cursed all of them. He cursed their asses out.
Yeah, they got
Yes.
sucked up. You know?
But, you know, the tribe of Levi along with Judah and Benjamin were very integral and important in us, the traditions continuing until the time of Yahweh Shai, to where Yahweh Shai's first hardcore following came from amongst the Jews, those who were raised as Jews. You know, his hardcore, the 12 disciples. What did Peter tell in Acts 10? I've never eaten anything unlawful, common or unclean, because he was raised as a Jew.
Right.
And so Yahweh Shai's hardcore. So they were important in that sense as well. But at the end of the day, now we all 12 tribes have access through the high priest in the heavens. You know, go ahead.
Yep, continuing on. Verse 17, it says, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him.
Umar Johnson, he can't see it. He can't see it, man. Charleston White, all of these jakes who got everybody's mind captivated, they're amused by them. You're supposed to be amused by this truth, like the elder brother Zion Allen went to the DC camp yesterday. Your amusement should be this truth. This should be what has your mind, because when you look at the word muse, it means what draws your attention. This is what should be drawing our people's attention, but their attention is everywhere else. So nobody else see it. Nobody else get it, but we see it. So to us, this is very important. But just like with Noah, it looks stupid to people. Like, nigga, I don't care about that, you know?
Yep. Continuing on, I'm gonna actually jump down real quick. I'm gonna finish up verse 17 and jump down.
Finish your point that you
It says, even the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him. For he dwelleth with you and shall be in you.
So you be feeling it too, brothers. When you, the belief we have, like, it's like you want everybody to have it, but it just ain't like it work. They work. You really be like, nigga, don't you see? Oh, it's right there. They don't see it, but you like, nigga.
This is it.
Right, verse 19. Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more, but ye see me. And I think about that in the sense as a family of the word, in the sense. The world ain't gonna see this word no more. The world ain't gonna see these videos going out. They're not gonna see the word no more. But he said, but look, you gonna see me though. You see, we're gonna be able to eat in that day. We're gonna be able to drink in that day. We're gonna know where to go and how to maneuver, because what? We're gonna have that wisdom. The fear of the Lord gonna be our guide in that day because of right what we doing right now. Right?
Hey, it's like Esau take all of the truth off the internet, but leave focus.
Oh,
So you go be looking for the truth, and you go click the video, and they go be saying, everybody black.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna help. That shit ain't gonna help at that moment. Yeah, nigga talking about you smart. That ain't gonna help you. You ain't even have access to go get big no more. That shit is not gonna help you in that day. Yeah.
but ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. Verse 20. At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you. Here's the point, verse 21. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him. And that's the thing about being manifested by Yahweh B'Shem Shai. He's going to reveal himself unto you.
That's right.
You see, we've been revealed Yahweh B'Shem Shai through this word. You see what I'm saying? Because and even with the Lord revealing himself unto us through the Spirit, that goes to show you that we are way steps, levels ahead above these regular everyday Joe Schmoes that we walk around throughout the planet Earth.
We blessed, man.
That's a blessing, man. You know?
And along with that, you're seeing the earth change. The rising of the elect, the rising of this knowledge coming out. We always talk about since the Great Awakening of 07, the earth has changed. We've seen this place become darker, faster, basically descending into its own destruction and peril. But that destruction and peril comes along with our salvation and elevation out of here. So we're watching these nations come together for a global fight. We're watching the markets change over into something new. We're watching AI take over people's jobs and then move forward into their MOTB systems, which we know is attached to their ultimate destruction.
Right.
So there's a sense of like, okay, make sure you're encouraged, make sure you're brave, make sure you know you have faith. But then also there should be a sense of you should be excited. You should be like, oh shit, it's happening finally. Right? Because we're seeing the ingredients and everything come together for everything we're reading about. So that's dope, man. That's dope.
It's a blessing, man.
You know?
We're blessed. We have a lot. Like we were going into a camp. What we've been given is a lot, man, and we should be appreciative of it through our actions, especially amongst the brotherhood. But who you are, even in this world outside of the brotherhood, should be predicated upon your fear, man, of Yahweh B'Shem Shai.
Yeah. And you're not going to be appreciated. People around you, you're not going to be appreciated. The only people that's going to show you appreciation is the brothers. Because you're in a fight with them. Everybody else, they're not going to appreciate you. So don't worry about that. The appreciation, the crowns come. We talk about that. What's that, second chapter? That comes later at the end. So that's what we're waiting for. I got Sirach 36.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so let's go to Sirach 36. I know we got those precepts. That's great. We'll keep them coming. Sirach 36 and 1 says, have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all.
Right, and this is what we're calling on the Lord to have mercy, man. Now, we read yesterday at class, you know, if your son is asking you for a piece of bread, you ain't gonna give him a rock. So here it is, we're calling on the Lord to help us, because we need help. You know, you look at your situation as an Israelite, whatever situation you're in, we all have our own different, you know, walks and measures, but we're all in hell. If you're in this truth, you're in hell. If you look at your belief system and what you want for the earth and look at the earth that you see before you, it's not looking good. So we need mercy. So the Heavenly Father, hey, he's been right about everything else.
Right.
You know? Just like when Esau and Jacob were meeting back up, Jacob was like, I know he mad at me, he gonna try to kill me. He said, Lord, look, somebody real quick, somebody get Genesis 32. 32, where Jacob, where is it, 28? He's basically like, you said you're gonna make me a large, where he meets back up with Esau.
Oh, Genesis 33, I think it is.
32, and start at 11.
Okay. Genesis 32, verse 11. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau.
So Jacob had understood Esau was pissed off at him the last time that they saw each other. Now his mother and him worked on the plan. That's how you know that was a so-called black woman. They're great at scheming. They devised a plan for Jacob after he stole the birthright, the blessing, acting like he was Esau. Basically, he fled. So he hadn't seen Esau for what, 19 years?
It was like something like that.
20 years.
Something like that, yeah.
It was 21 years.
21 years, there you go. So 21 years, Jacob, and Esau, before, Esau, I'm gonna kill it, you know what I'm saying? Like the days of my father Isaac are at hand, I'm gonna kill Jacob. That's what Esau's mind. So Jacob escaped, now he's meeting back up with Esau finally. So as he's meeting back up with him, this is his mindset. Read it again.
Genesis 32, verse 11. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with the children.
So that's kind of like how we are. We kind of like got the same mind. Like, look, he mad. We woke up like he mad, bro. But he got power. Go ahead.
God, verse 12. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude.
So somebody read that in NLT, verse 12, Genesis 32 and 12. I got it. Okay. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 12. But you promised me, I will surely treat you kindly.
You promised me. So Jacob here is holding the Lord to his promise. Hey, we can do that. Lord, you said, like, if we serve you and we doing the work, you said you put your word on your name, Lord. Hey, we did the work. We ain't finished yet, but we're doing the work. So it's like, Lord, okay.
He's not unfaithful.
So Jacob is basically like, I'm meeting back up with this crazy ass nigga, so you the one who told me you go bless me, you said this to Abraham and Isaac. You said that. Read it again.
Genesis 32 and 12 in NLT. But you promised me, I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply.
Read 11 in the NLT and then read into 12.
Verse 11. O Lord, please rescue me from the hand of my brother Esau. I am afraid that he is coming to attack me, along with my wives and children.
Take that with you, bro. Brothers got wives and children. He want all of that. And if the Lord don't deliver us, we in the belly of the beast. We got cell phones. We got a social security number. We got an ID. We got a picture.
Right.
Expire in 4 days. You're like, oh man, brothers pray for me. No, your ass should have went and got it before 4 days, man. Now we gotta pray for your ass.
Yeah.
If you were 4 months before.
We gotta pray.
No, but go ahead.
Verse 12. But you promised me, I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore.
So if if Esau is able to have his way, then that ain't gonna be fulfilled. So Jacob was calling and he told the Lord, look, I'm gonna come face to face with this nigga, but remember you told me you gonna bless me. So if you have me killed, then that ain't gonna be able to happen. And that shows you the faith of Abraham, having been told Isaac is going to be the one, that this blessing is going to be passed through, then being told to put him to death.
Yes.
But it shows you in Hebrews, he believed that Isaac was going to be raised from the dead. Go ahead.
too many to count.
Somebody said something?
No, sorry, I was just saying comment.
Yep, go ahead.
But you promised me I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore, too many to count.
Mm. But so Jacob is holding the Lord to his promise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, like the widow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, what Luke 18,
Yeah.
keep pleading, we're making our plea to the Lord, man, and he grants our request. You know?
Yeah. But he the one who said it first.
Yep.
He the one
He
who
called
promised
them to the fire.
Right.
But he wants us to do that though.
Right. Right. Because even us waking up, like this great awakening, Judah and Ephraim, that was already written.
Right.
You know? We just
Right.
vessels born into the earth to fill it. Go ahead, Ariel.
Right, this is back in Sirach, chapter 36. Start at the top. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, God of all, and behold us. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee.
That's what time it is. These nations have went too far, man. The pride, the technology, the science, all of this shit's too much. It don't work. The earth is being polluted. Meanwhile, you boasting this new invention, that new invention, the ability to see, bring your grandma back to life with an AI machine. Grandma's an AI machine, but it's her voice. Nobody want to see that shit. Let her ass rest. You go bring her back. She gone. Go ahead. Yeah.
And also they seek not after by trying to destroy the nation of Israel. Okay, they're trying to destroy the elect of the nation of Israel.
Right.
And destroy his memory out of the earth. Okay? Or his glorification out of the earth. Sirach 36:3. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations.
Strange nations, which they ain't gonna have no part in our kingdom.
Right.
Ladies, it's time for the Lord to lift up his hands against these heathen, man.
Yep.
No Israelite should be in the spirit. The heathen could be saved. Look what the heathen are doing.
Man.
To hell with the heathen, man.
Right.
It's time for us as a nation to have a kingdom, man. The last time we were together was under King David and for 40 years King Solomon. We've been split as a nation ever since then. That's why it's so weird to the northern kingdom. It's weird to brothers because we've been so separated. Now we're here it is through this word. This is the only thing that's bringing Jake back together. They tried with the Brown Berets, the Black Panthers, this, that, gangs. It didn't work. So through the word now, here it is. We're coming back together, Judah and Ephraim. Primarily here in Babylon the Great, but throughout the four corners of the earth. This is all happening to lead to what's written for us to get salvation, be brought back into the land. Go ahead.
It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nation and let them see thy power.
That's what we want. Brothers have seen cherry. Remember that cherry we saw when it was green? We was like, if you fall out after that, bro. You know, but now it's like the Lord, show these people your power. And this could very well be the year he gonna start doing it. I'm speaking it, man. The Lord is getting ready to show these people that he is.
I'm gonna read the rest in the
Yep.
GNT.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go to verse 4. Okay, God. It says, "You have used us to show them how holy you are. Now use them to show us how great you are." And the Most High has done this in history. He's putting us in situations where it was a no-win situation. Fourth quarter, down by 80, 3 seconds left. Everything just works out.
Yeah.
And that's how it was when we came out of Egypt. That's how it was when we went to the land of Canaan. That's how it was when the Philistines were coming up against us over and over and over again when you read Judges. We were in a situation where we really should have lost.
We should have lost.
Should have took an L. Gideon should have been a major L. But because the Most High wants to show his power, he takes down our enemies. And now we're at the height of a kingdom. We're at the height of an empire. It's literally called a beast. A whore rideth upon a beast. And when you look into this beast, maybe I was talking about this I know we talked about this in the chat. As I did the algorithms over these years and as I studied world economics, these militaries, what I realized was America is unfuckwittable.
Yeah, it's really gonna take
You
Even for the
can't
dollar to
destroy the
fall.
dollar,
Yeah, it's
Right.
hard.
or everything fails. You can't beat their military. They just got better shit,
Came out of Earth.
and they got military bases everywhere. So they really can just fuck you up. It's gonna take divine power to take this place down, man. The Most High is gonna show the world that He is the ruler of the universe by taking down power and a force that, when you really look at it on human terms,
Right.
you really can't fuck with America.
True.
A lot of these nations can come together and do America will squash them
Yep, see?
like fast
Yep.
when you actually study it. There's no reason to beat America. The only reason is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's why he's breaking it up from within.
Mm-hmm.
The beast system is imploding within.
Right?
Body house.
Egyptian against Egyptian, all of that division.
The Most High is gonna show His power, man.
All right, I got one for you real quick.
Let's go, champ.
This is 2 Chronicles 20 and 15. And he said, Hearken ye all Judah and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou King Jehoshaphat during that time. Thus saith the Lord unto you, be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but the Most High's.
Bring it down, champ.
That's it. You can't go against America because Yahweh Shah set him up. So he'll be the one to take him down. And like Yahshua mentioned, with the AIM movement and different gangs back then tried to wake up, it wasn't no breath in them because they want to be carnal with it. So time had to pass for the Most High to bring up His men to be spiritual with it now. And to see now that this ain't our fight. Go ahead. This is the Most High's fight.
Will you finish?
You got it. I know.
No, I'm reading
You
here.
finish? Okay.
All right, so this is back in Sirach, the 36th chapter. I'm reading GNT. And it says this, it says, I'm gonna read verse 4 again. You have used us to show them how holy you are. Now use them to show us how great you are. Let them learn, as we have learned, that there is no God or Lord but you. That's it.
Now, we spoke it through being raised up. Now it's like, show them now. You know?
Right. It says, give new signs, perform new miracles.
Right, that's what we call it for 2024. Show new miracles, man. You know, not man, but you know what I'm saying. How about Shemashah? Like, bring it. Like, you know, we spoke it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the prophets are here for. You were born as a vessel, you know, as an instrument. The Lord uses you as the new song, like you're an instrument. Like I always say, you have organs, you have eardrums, you know, vocal cord. You're a literal instrument that the Lord is using to push a vibration out into the earth that's going to lead to the end. You know?
Yeah.
That
That abracadabra.
That's why you were born. You ain't low level, brother. You're not just no nigga, man. And you can't look at yourself as a nigga. Your mind has to change. Your expectation, your conduct. This is a big thing that we're a part of here.
You're part of a big deal.
It's supposed to look like it ain't nothing, though. It's supposed to be, you know, that's how the world's supposed to look at this.
Right.
But we amongst this thing, we see the power of it. So we're calling the Lord, show these people now. You know?
And even show us how great you are by taking them down before us. Because we really don't supposed to win the way we situated.
Right.
Okay? It's through the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. 100%. Give new signs, perform new miracles, show us your glorious strength. All right? When those chariots come.
Even before that, it's gonna be the Lord gonna show us. We about to see some stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need the Lord. He's gonna do it because He knows we in the flesh. He knows, you know. So He gonna show like there's certain things we about to see, brothers. Prepare yourself for great power, man.
Signs of the fix, like you started off.
Signs of yeah, like we about to see some stuff, man. You know, angel head, be just watch. You look out the window, an angel looking at you. Don't you fall out, fly off. I believe that shit is coming, man.
In Joshua, where the Lord hearkened unto Joshua, and it's mentioned in Joshua that was the first time the Lord ever took heed to what a man actually mentioned for him to do, loosely paraphrasing. And that was when the sun stood still.
Yeah.
And that was a new thing in that day, and it's still recorded to this time. Bro. There's going to be many new things that's going to be done.
And that really was the Most High flexing.
Yeah.
Just so I am in control of everything the celestial bodies, and that's recorded in history. When you look up the sun standing still, that's recorded in mankind history.
Wow.
That day
Yep.
is recorded. It's a part of the calendar. It's that day that the sun stood still is recorded. Okay. Now, going back to, you got some more you gonna say? All right, back to Sirach 36 in GNT. I'm gonna go to verse 7. It says, "Bring on that appointed time when everyone can talk about the great things you do."
It's like in Egypt, the new Exodus. That's what this is gonna be. Jeremiah 16. This is gonna be the new Passover, man. This is going, the Lord getting ready to work. Woo! This deliverance getting ready to be amazing, man. And I feel it. Because it's the only answer. Like, why would the Lord put us on this earth, wake us up to the fact that we're Israelites here, we all assembled together just for Esau and Biden to win?
I ain't making it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
we found it. Send it to the
Beautiful.
chat.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yes.
This is the timesofisrael.com. It says Cambridge researchers announced Monday that they have pinpointed the date of the biblical account of Joshua stopping the sun, which they claim is the day of the oldest eclipse ever recorded.
Wow.
And they got to to October 30th, 1207 BCE, exactly 3,224 years ago.
Yeah. When was that article written?
This article was written 2017.
Okay, so yeah, it's going in. It's in there. Okay, so back to Sirach. Most High is gonna show so much power, man. We can stop the sun, man. He controls everything.
The sun is even there, period.
Yeah.
Man.
The celestial bodies are obedient to the Most High. We're supposed to be a part of that celestial bodies. Okay? Alright, and so it's going to be confirmed when we get the new bodies. If you understand what I'm saying. Back in Sirach 36:7, bring on that appointed time when everyone can talk about the great things you do. Pour out your furious, flaming anger.
Right, like when Rahab the harlot saw the Israelites, she was like, bro, we heard about what your God did. That's what's coming back to the earth. That's what this earth needs. It's too out of order, man. This earth, these people need to be put in fear of the Lord. It's too wicked. It's too much, bro. Go ahead.
And let none of our enemies survive. Destroy those who have oppressed your people.
And who's oppressed our people? The Edomites. But along with them, all of the ites, all of these heathen have come up, have joined themselves to Esau. Even we talk about Russia.
Yeah.
Bro, they bringing a Haragma too.
Yep.
They going digital too.
Two sides of the same coin.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're gonna be like the scriptures say, I'm against you still, but I'm just gonna use you for a very important part of end time prophecy. So all of these heathen, man, they need to be put in remembrance of the Lord as well, man. Go ahead.
Read that.
This is Psalms chapter 83 and 130 in the NLT. My power scattered them like tumbleweed, like chaff before the wind, as a fire burns a forest, as a flame sets mountains ablaze. Chase them with fierce storms, terrify them with your tempest.
Now, when you read this in Psalm 83, it's basically all the nations coming against Israel, coming against us. And so it's a prayer too to let them assemble, but Yahweh shall destroy them. You know, with your furious anger. Go ahead, Champs.
Verse 16. Utterly disgrace them until they submit to your name, O Lord.
See, and these nations are going to submit. Everybody wondering the role of the heathen in the time of the kingdom is going to be to listen and shut the fuck up.
Right.
And yeah, they're going to be blessed because we're going to be ruling. And the earth is going to be beautified. All right? But they're going to be listening. They're going to be doing they're going to be doing what Most High has instructed us to do. Okay? That's how the heathen are going to be. And you know, people, so what about the white man? Is he going to be saved? Yeah, he'll be in the kingdom. Working.
Right.
Then he gonna be destroyed after that for 1,000 years.
Okay?
We're gonna clean this mess up.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. Let them be ashamed and terrified forever. Let them die in disgrace. Then they will learn that you alone are the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that you are the Most High, supreme over all the earth.
That's right.
And they're going to know.
That destruction that's getting ready to come, everybody's gonna know the Most High did it, and He was responsible for these group of people that we all was dogging on being raised up, and they gonna have to bow down. There ain't gonna be no questions. Now it's questions. You just on the street corner. Get a job, nigger. But you giving out the best information ever assembled in the earth. No respect. But they gonna get it.
I got something.
It's coming.
This is Ezekiel 39 and 23. It says, "And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they transgressed against me. Therefore, that's why I hid my face from them. All right? And gave them into the hands of their enemies. So fell they by the sword." So the heathen are gonna know, damn, the only reason we have these people is because they don't know and understand. Damn.
Yeah,
You know, these are the people of the Lord.
yeah. Can somebody get Baruch 4:30? Would you have time? Oh, you have something for them?
No, just I was just curious about that 3,224 years ago. When you Google that, it's referred to as an angel number. It's an angel number, so 322 or 3224. So it's all spiritual.
Yeah.
From that,
Till
it's
now.
documented from
Oh,
the
that
day
point,
that
that
stuff
point.
that the sun stood still. That's an angel number.
Interesting. Isaiah 30, verse 31. It says, "For through the voice of Yahweh shall the Assyrian be beaten down, which smote with the rod. And in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which Yahweh shall lay upon them, it shall be with tabrets and harps," because he's going into the song, right? "And in battles of shaking will he fight with it. For Tophet is ordained of old, yea, for the king it is prepared." And Tophet is where they would burn trash in southwestern or southeastern Jerusalem, where they would burn trash and they would do like sacrifices. So Tophet is symbolic of fire, right? "For Tophet is ordained of old, yea, the king it is prepared. He hath made it deep and large. The power thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of Yahweh, like a stream of brimstone, doth kindle it." And that breath is the voice. And the prophets out there, speaking his word, which is a fire. You know what I'm saying? And then the Assyrian, which is modern day Edomites,
Right.
they're being completely burned up and destroyed by it now.
They had the Assyrian military was so great that even the Romans studied them. They were brutal. So in prophecy, the Assyrian is likened unto this modern day America. In various scriptures, Egypt, Assyria, because America will be a hardcore captivity, but they will have a great military. You know? But the Lord is getting ready to destroy the Assyrian. Now, somebody got something?
I got one
You call Baruch 4:30.
Oh, okay, yeah.
4:30?
This is
We
Baruch.
gotta see what that says in GNT.
Okay, I don't have any.
No, that's all good. Read it.
You want to,
You wanna get it?
In the GNT?
Yeah, I got the GNT version on that. I pulled it up. Somebody can see where I was.
Describe.
oh yeah, that might be brutal.
This is Baruch, the 4th chapter.
Jake looking at the house and
Yes, yeah, just somebody else get it.
Anybody else not in the GNT?
This is Baruch 4:30 in the GNT, and the subtitle is "Jerusalem is assured of help." It says, "Take courage, Jerusalem. The Most High, who gave you your name, will now bring comfort to you. Misery will come to those who mistreated you, and then rejoice when you fail."
All of these heathen rejoice when we fail. Now we get blessed with the understanding we go look out for their interests. Hell no. I'm looking out for the interests of my people, in particular the elect of my people.
Yes, right.
That's what we worried about. We ain't worried about you heathen. You had your kingdoms. And the Lord is
You
fair.
never worried about us.
Never.
And you coon ass niggas keep worrying about everybody that fucked you over, man. Most High.
treat each other like shit.
Horrible.
Right.
Verse 32.
What Umar call it? Snow, what do you call it?
Snow
Bunny
bunny
hopping.
race.
Bunny hopping. Y'all niggas are bunny hopping, man. Stripes, man. What do you say?
Digging in that
1,000
yogurt.
lashes.
1,000 lashes
Say
for bunny
digging in
hopping.
that- digging in-
You want to
digging
say
in that
Esau.
yogurt. Yeah,
At the
worry
very
about
end,
it.
they were worried about Esau and Moabites and Japhet. They ain't worried about your black ass.
Shit about
Yeah.
They worried about all of the heathen getting ready. They fighting over who gonna rule in this new world. And you don't have nothing to do with it.
None.
But you hear this, you got the greatest wisdom ever told to man, and you won't worry about them. At the end, go ahead.
Verse 32, Baruch 4 and 32 in the GNT. Misery will come to those cities that made your children slaves.
The misery will come to those cities that made your children slaves. It will come. There's gonna be recompense to this place.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay? You can't have your head so stuck up the white man's ass that you don't want to see his nation go down.
Bro, the Chinese is in your hood telling you, now it say chicken on the menu, but it's really dog.
Right.
To hell with Moab, man.
Squirrel that died on the
It was a little more. Baruch 4 and 32 in the GNT says, misery will come to those cities that made your children slaves. Misery will be the fate of Babylon, that city which swallowed up your children. Just as that city rejoiced when you fell and took delight in your ruin, so now she will mourn when she herself is deserted.
Go ahead.
Verse 34, I will turn her proud boastings into mourning and take away her large...
Today is a day of proud boastings. But this is going to be turned into mourning. Now today, everybody's going to pop champagne and shoot guns in the air and have,
Have a gay old time.
whatever. Gay old time. But this rejoicing is going to be turned into mourning. The fact that you celebrate the new year in the middle of the winter. And everybody believes it. You know, you go back and you can't believe that you believe that. Once you understand. Like, yeah, that doesn't make no damn sense. Spring ain't even here yet.
Right.
Doing the fool on Jesus' birthday.
All drop.
Call him a
No, outside. They celebrate the darkness, man.
Right.
And you see the spirits that are out, spirits be on people, man. Bug out spirits that can bug people. Bug out, man. All right?
Yep.
And if I may, a lot of those Jake who, in a sense, really don't want to see this place end is those Jake who now are denying that we've been captive in this place. You got Jake saying slave ships didn't exist.
Right.
Slavery didn't exist.
They've been saying, but you got niggas that left GMS talking about the heathen, man. Every week, they're heathen, man. Crispy milk chocolate nigga sitting on the camera, man. The Abraham and the blessing of Abraham, the heathen, man. It's all about the heathen now.
Right.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot, man.
You're moral.
That's some sellout shit, bro. Because basically, you just got to the end, you was like, this
Yeah,
is
Jake got some white pussy. And
Yeah.
they can't be serious.
amazing. Every stroke.
Superman put it on him and made him a sandwich.
Yeah. He even got him sandwich like that. Heathen can be saved. Why? Like, so a Moabite can go be a priest?
Oh my God.
Like, no, man. That is like,
That was even after the body's changed in the twinkling of an eye.
yeah, a Moabite will be right on the chariot with a big ass thing of spiritual punch. Want some punch? Either might on the chariot.
Yuck. That's why.
That's horrible. That's horrible, man. That's a horrible mindset.
Yahweh said, bring them in and slay them before them.
Slave before me. That's what's gonna happen to you cats.
Right.
You gonna just have to start over, man. And some more?
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 34 in the GNT again. I will turn her proud boastings into mourning and take away her large population in which she took pride. I, the eternal power, will send down fire on her, and it will burn for many days. Her ruins will be haunted by demons for a long time to come. Look to the
That's
east.
that destruction. That's the nuclear destruction, man. This World War III is gonna culminate in the destruction of what we understand as America.
That's it.
The whore that rideth upon the beast. That mystery Babylon. Okay? And when it comes, people are gonna know the Most High did that. Okay? The Most High put it into the minds of men for this type of destruction to go down. Eternal judgment. Go ahead, champ.
Verse 36. Look to the east, Jerusalem, and see the joy that the Most High is bringing to you. Look, your children are coming home. The children that were taken from you, they have been gathered together from the east and from the west by the command of the power, Yahweh Bashim Shah, the Holy One.
Yeah, man. And so this is what we're waiting on. This is what we're praying for. This is why you pray without ceasing to see this day come. And this next calendar year, which is, you know, it's still in winter, but we call it the New Year's Eve destruction through the tradition of the apostles and the elders, is basically calling to Yahweh Shemel Shah to go ahead and end this kingdom.
Right, because we know as Israelites, this ain't the true New Year.
Right.
The true New Year is Passover, spring, when things are living, not when things are dead. Go ahead.
So Obadiah, chapter 1, read verse 15, NLT. The day is near when I, the Lord, will judge all godless nations.
Right, the heathen, all the godless nations. These heathen are godless. The 2/3 are godless, but the heathen, oh my goodness, man. They've made a mess. And they've all came together and joined hands to keep us from knowing who we are. So the last thing any of you Israelites should be worried about is the heathen. They're going to be all right under us when we rule.
That's right.
It's not enough to know that we go teach them righteousness. Jake don't do that. That's a horrible mentality. Read that again.
Obadiah,
Read it in King James, and then switch to that.
Obadiah, verse 15 in the KJV. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is near upon all the heathen.
Boom.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
And Jacob said, well, it said the heathen will be justified by faith. The heathen that's going to be justified by faith are the Israelites who were scattered among the heathen and learned their works and became heathen, became a no people. We are those no people that have now become a people through the spirit and through belief, through faith. We put off the idols. All right, we were strangers to the covenant, the promise. The promises was to Abraham, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that seed will be as the sand of the sea in the latter days, but a remnant will return. We're fulfilling that remnant, man, returning. This is what you woke up for, to fulfill that promise that was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It said to you and your seed. So the seed will be what? Justified by faith. That's what that's talking about when it said the heathen be justified by faith. That's us, the Israelites, man. No heathen will be on that chariot. I guarantee you. That's only going to be the Israelites, man. Starting with the 144,000 and then the large multitude. And it's not even enough for Jake to hear that a lot of those going to look like the heathen. But they're still going to be of the seed of Abraham, Isaac. We got brothers and sisters throughout this world that you wouldn't, if you walk by them right now and didn't say a word to them, you would have no idea that's your brother. That's your sister. There's people you walking by every day now that you don't even know. Those are Israelites. Go ahead.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Jump to NLT. The day is near when I, the Lord, will judge all godless nations. As you have done to Israel, so will be done to you.
Right.
All your evil deeds.
It's time for them to pay. It's time for us to have a kingdom, man.
That's right.
I want the kingdom to be shared with my people.
Right.
Racist. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm for my race. I advocate for my race of people, the Israelites, starting with the elect above all the other nations.
That's right.
Go ahead.
All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. Just as you swallowed up my people on my holy mountain, so you and the surrounding nations will swallow the punishment I pour out on you. Yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history.
All of your rulerships, because the heathen will still be here, but Esau is the only nation, man. You're not going to be here no more. You're going to get evicted from the garden after 1,000 years.
Yep.
See, in the 1,000-year period is where Yahweh Shai and his elect body, the tabernacle of David, set paradise up on earth. Because it took 7,000 to create creation, 6,000 in the 7 years of rest, the 7th day of rest. It's gonna take 1,000 years to get it back to paradise, man. And we're gonna partake of, Lord willing, we're of that number, man. The elect, along with Yahweh Shah, gonna partake in that order and establishing paradise back on earth. That's the importance of what we're doing. And people can call us hateful, this, that. Well, really, at the end of our message is peace. Well, why, if you really against what we saying, you got demons on you. Like literally, air's gonna be clean, children are gonna be safe. Even in the kingdom, you're not gonna be able to, even if a heathen child get molested by another heathen, there's punishment coming for that. You ain't gonna be able to molestation, all of these things are gonna be deemed wicked. It's like you stopped at the stop sign here in America where you're gonna have to stop at, you ain't gonna be able to eat swine. The order of the Lord is gonna be set here in earth, is gonna lead to cleanliness, safety. And the Lord is gonna allow all of you heathen to see, damn, they were right. Damn, this is the people of the Lord. Woo! Okay, this is better than Egypt. About that 300th year, they're gonna be like, damn. Start to get back right, a little bit. We're gonna get all this concrete, You gotta think, places like Europe, America's gonna be the only place that's destroyed. So all of these different places, even what we're looking at now, we gonna just make it better. We're gonna beautify the earth through the wisdom of the Lord, man.
Hey, if I'm 14, it's gonna be, that's the kingdom of heaven. Anytime you go into them curses, man, go up into them blessings too, man.
Yeah.
That didn't go away.
Yeah,
It just got postponed. You know what I'm saying? 1 through 14. Yeah, that'll pump you up. When you done had an old jacked up week, read that, man.
I gotta read out.
Hold on, somebody's about to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like going on the topic of making the stuff that's already left over better. Like when you think about when David took over Jerusalem, it was already a city that was inhabited, you know what I'm saying, by the heathen. And then Joab went up in there and conquered the city, right? And that was used as the capital of the nation. But then from there, of course, it was built, what I'm saying, out there was walls that was built out. So it was kind of like augmented, what I'm saying? It just made me think of that, like, there's gonna be certain things, okay, the building might be there, but we're gonna put the stones up in there, we're gonna, what I'm saying? Like,
We just destroyed all, we're like, bro, concrete will be a thing of, so you heathen got a lot of work to do. You know I say the heathen being, that concrete needs to be destroyed. Plastic, all these things, and we go ahead, because plastic was created, you can't destroy it. So it's just here forever. No, we gonna have the technology to destroy plastic. And you heathen you gonna be the ones that's put to work to clean the earth. That's a part of the good news in Isaiah 61. Strangers shall work in fields. Bro, we work, bro, you realize how much you worked? So a part of the good news is they're gonna work for you. And if you got a problem with that, bye. I don't give a damn. I want that.
Right.
Because you got a TV or you got YouTube, you don't think you're a slave.
Yeah.
You're a fucking slave, man. You don't think the fucking slaves were chilling for a second?
Yeah, they had a little.
They playing dominoes and they in the cabin. Then when they woke up, yeah, drinking moonshine, playing banjo, running around in the field sometimes.
Being fruitful.
They were doing that during hardcore slavery. They were doing that.
When you at the mall, that's recess.
You know what I'm saying?
You get a little recess.
You think your little free time means you free? This is slavery. Now, I work. I've been working since I was 14 years old. Everybody in here has, pretty much. You a slave.
Right.
And not a
You don't think slaves got a day off?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
I would say somebody had to celebrate all of Christmas laying at her mark.
Okay, so you still in slavery, bro. Okay? Don't get it twisted. We need salvation. And we're telling you right now that it's coming. It's close.
Right.
You can taste it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Bruh. Man, this situation that's going on in the state of Israel, I thought it would be over and done with by now. They would have had a ceasefire agreement, blah, 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 blah. It's still going on, man. That's a message. Not only that, you got Arabs down there in Yemen going crazy, attacking American vessels openly. To the point to where now they're having to get an international coalition of nations to try to defend it because that's such an important route of transportation for commerce. You know, these are end time type things. I tell brothers, go back and study World War I. Go back and study World War II and what led up to it, what happened after. It's little small things that were happening that led to a world war. Millions of people getting killed in a fight in a short period of time. Without the weaponry that we have today. Not even close. World War II ended with a nuclear bomb. That bomb, that atomic bomb that hit Nagasaki and Hiroshima, is a plaything compared to what they have now. When you looked at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the whole earth was just like, oh my God. Stop fighting, stop. We don't need no more. Surrender, immediate, the Japanese immediately surrendered. Like, if they can do this to these two cities, if we don't surrender, they're gonna destroy our nation. We surrender. Now, you have nations all across the world that got shit that's hundreds of times more powerful.
Yep.
Do you understand?
Revelation 13:13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men.
Bro, when they started NATO, and you had these fights in Kosovo and everything like that, they started Bosnia, they started to really show their firepower. Bro, they have the power to destroy the earth.
I was during the Clinton administration.
And that's looked at as cool. Like that's something to brag about. That you made something that could just destroy everything. Like, that's not cool.
The Most High put it in their minds to make that for their own destruction. Because Egypt was proud like that.
Yep.
When we got out of Egypt and Moses split the Red Sea, we ended up traveling into the land of Canaan, into that wilderness at first, right? At that time, Egypt was on fuck with them, so to speak. There he is. Pull up. All right. At that time, Egypt was on fuck with them, man. You know, nobody thought that you should come against Egypt, so that's why people were so afraid. Whenever the Israelites came into the land of Canaan, they came to Jericho. They was just like unimaginable what the Israelites had did. So now, what about now? What about today? What about America and its power? What about its coalition of nations as NATO? When the Most High makes this place go down, everybody's gonna know God. Because that's the only thing that can do it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you look at like the elders going into, look at like you just named the conflict in Israel and Hamas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you have the conflict that's continuing to go on with Ukraine and Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine just they just bombed Russia and killed 21. Putin and them just retaliated. And in his year-end speech, he said, "I will not back down." And anybody who's been following Putin, he ain't no hope.
It's the final stance because Putin understands that there's a transition happening and he needs to. The Most High's put in the mind of Putin to fight for the last vestiges of the Soviet Union.
I ain't talking about putting troops on the ground too.
He's going to have to because that's the most powerful weapon is the tanks and land. Right. They're the only thing that really can attack the evil, so to speak. But what's happening even more is what's happening in Syria, because now Hezbollah's gotten involved. Hezbollah over there in the Golan Heights region over there in Syria has gotten involved, and they've been attacking multiple U.S. bases in Syria and the surrounding areas where they have in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yeah, all around Damascus, what I'm saying. Things are ramping up because they're trying to position themselves. Now, to be honest, I was like, all right, this is gonna end up in some bullshit peace agreement, and then they're gonna roll out the new economy. But it's escalating. It's getting worse. So that's exciting.
Right.
But the only thing you can do is just, follow the prophecies, do your job. But that means things are stirred up, okay? And it's awesome. That's why we read these scriptures. That's talking about the Most High taking down these nations. Somebody had a precept? Because we can continue reading on in Sirach 36.
I got one for you.
Go ahead, champ.
Kind, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse 34 in the NLT version. I'm gonna start at verse 32. It says, "Now search all of history from the time the Most High created people on the earth until now, and search from one end of the heavens to the other. Has anything as great as this ever been seen or heard before?"
Now, this is talking about coming into the land of Canaan, huh?
Oh, well, when after the Lord had destroyed Egypt for us.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, kind, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Kind. I'm gonna skip down to verse 34. It says, "Has any other God dared to take a nation for himself out of another nation by means of trials, miraculous signs, wonders, war, a strong hand, a powerful arm, and terrifying acts? Yet that is what Yahweh, your power, did for you in Egypt right before your eyes."
And call that scripture again. Don't read it, but call it.
Kind. That was Deuteronomy 4 and 34 in the NLT.
Excellent. Excellent. That's how you bring up precept. That was excellent. I don't even have nothing to say.
We started off at 7 and Ezra 9.
Anybody else got a point? You got something? No, you just roll it? I'm trying to put them in the game.
No, well, I mean, I think people don't understand the gravity of what you're talking about as far as the Red Sea situation and how quickly it's escalating. Also in that region, in the Mediterranean Sea, the U.S. has troops also. They're dealing with what the elder had brought out, Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, and the Houthis that's in the Red Sea is also backed by Iran. And both of those entities have, some pretty good weaponry.
I didn't realize how much the Houthis had.
They have a lot of weaponry, but it's because they're funded by Iran, and it's going to get to the point to where it's going to get hot. You got to think, Israel is being blockaded right now from Hezbollah, like you said, in the Mediterranean Sea, and Malaysia. So it's already to the point to where supplies are running out for that region. We know, like the elder y'all always bring out, when you take a man's sandwich, you're gonna be having a fight. This is gonna be happening on a massive scale. The situation in the Red Sea has backed basically the supply chain up for 2 weeks. Okay, I think that's medical supplies that people aren't getting. People already reporting a shortage on. There's various petroleum items, and petroleum is everywhere. It's just a byproduct of oil. Grains are on, transported in that Red Sea. Various things, livestock. So we're gonna see a lot of political pacts being made, and they're being made under the table, which is gonna reduce the war like the elder will be bringing out. And also it's gonna lead to Revelation 17, 16, they should end the war. So there's a lot of things that's going on, and I think we get kind of mundane when we talk about war because it happens so much throughout our time being here that
We don't get touched by it.
you don't get touched by it. It's gonna be a different situation.
Hey, somebody get that scripture, the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care. I think that's Jeremiah 49 for the elders.
And the victual so cheap in 2 Ezra 16. Cause we really kind of chilling over here, man.
No.
Woo.
We chilling.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I try to keep it in my mind, like I thought my kids are chilling they really don't get it because they chilling.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you have to rehearse these things. Like, I came and scared my son. I came in the house. He was coming out the bathroom. I came in late. Chilling, bro. And he didn't see me. And so he thought a intruder was in the house, right? So I looked at him. He's like, he jumped or whatever. But then I pretended like I was chasing him, right? He bugged out. Ah! And I busted out laughing just like y'all, right? And but in my mind I was like, yo, what if I really was an intruder, big homie? If you the man in the house, I ain't here, I'm with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need you to at least scratch me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know something. But that really was just a product of how his life is chill. He's like, you don't have nobody running up on you like that. In America, you chilling. In the West,
Our children need mercy.
they need mercy. They're not ready for like the actual heat and the intensity of anxiety. The intensity of anxiety. You know, that's why we love boxing, because you simulate yourself being nervous and under threat and controlling it. Because really, when you first start boxing, the first would you say a year, maybe more? It never stops. As you go against better fighters, you're always gonna be nervous, but it's about controlling yourself, controlling your energy, and really you do 4 rounders and you're exhausted, but it's not because you're not in shape. It's because you're mentally stressed out from just you know what I mean, and you're stressed and you're tired. But you're not tired physically, you're tired mentally. And it's about controlling it. And through this word, we're doing that in the spirit. We're literally going through this battle in these scriptures, and you're going out there. You don't really understand what you're preparing yourself. You're preparing yourself for the end of the world. To where when the end of the world comes, you're gonna expect it. You're not tripping. Are you nervous? Absolutely. But you're in the midst of it. Like a fighter that's been preparing himself for a long time. So you're gonna move differently than other people who totally just been When the end of the world comes, those people are gonna resort, they're gonna take the MOTV, they're gonna panic.
It's just like on that movie Leave the World Behind. Mm-hmm. Kevin Bacon's character versus Ethan Hawke character.
Right.
One of them was ready and one of them wasn't ready. Yeah. You saw the difference between the two, so you see who gonna take this M to the O to the T to the B and who not, based off the dynamic of them 2 characters.
Right.
Yes, and that's just laying back on what Elder Mike Allen said. Just being in the field that the elder's in, he sees it, clearly. Like people don't understand how much Ukraine exports over here. They nearly account nearly half of global exports with Ukraine.
Is it in grain?
It's in sunflower oil. It's in vegetables and animals.
Yep.
And the dollar value of those aren't cheap.
Right.
All those are from anywhere to 9.5 billion, 6.7 billion, 7.2 billion. And those are either in the 19 percentile, 17 percentile. That's still huge. So that's why Russia can't just decimate Ukraine. Bro, if they get blown off the map, that's going to affect half the globe, bro.
But truth be told, Russia can just blow them up.
Well, they don't want to. Why are they going to ruin the place they want to occupy?
Right.
That's why they're moving the way that they're. It's a strategic move. They just want to control that region. They don't want to destroy Ukraine. They don't want a nuclear war in Ukraine. But they want to control their region. And that's why they're not going in where all the troops are bombing and everything like that. Because they want to inhabit the land.
Right, they basically they don't want NATO to control it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because Ukraine is next door in Russia's backyard. Basically, the U.S. NATO is pretty much in Russia's backyard. And Putin and them nah, bro, it ain't going down now.
But there was an agreement that NATO signed that they wouldn't push towards that region anymore. But they do it anyway.
But the
Western media will make it, make all this propaganda of, Russia, 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 which at the end of the day, it's all happening because what's that in Joel 3? The Lord is gathering all of these nations because He's getting ready to deliver us. All this is happening for the deliverance of the Israelites, man.
Right.
And to make the name of Yahweh Hashem Shai a praise in the earth again. Right, bro.
I'll get that Joel 3.
I'm still in Sirach 36.
Okay.
It's good.
It's real good.
It's so good.
Can I add a
Read
quick?
that real quick.
Okay.
This then we'll get Sirach 36.
Okay, this is Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yahweh Shabbat.
That's right. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
That's what all this is happening for.
Yep.
To plead with them for His people. All these nations are gathering for war. They're getting ready to just destroy. It's getting ready to be a royal rumble.
Yeah. What does it mean to plead? It means to make a final judgment, to make a call.
To argue.
To plead.
Yep.
So the Most High, He's setting all His war up so He can let the earth know, this is my final judgment of everything that's going down.
This is it.
And when people see the amount of destruction that happens, people are gonna be like, "Oh, God did not like this place."
Exactly.
We were wrong.
That's what He plead. That's what the Most High is gonna plead. He's gonna plead with fire and death. Wait.
Back in Joel 3. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
That's it. That's one. You got it.
Yeah. It's not gonna be everybody's. No, it's just gonna be destruction.
Yep.
Flames. That's gonna make a statement in the earth. I'm trying to, say it to where it's a picture in your mind. Like you haven't seen this before. All the movies you watched and of the history, brothers start getting the history again. You read about these epic battles that happen. There's epic battles that happen in America. Go back and study the Civil War. Niggas was squabbing in the middle of a goddamn field in a valley, fighting, bro, to where you could walk over the dead bodies, man, on a bridge. That's how many dead bodies there was. Gutenberg.
Yeah, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking about the one that's in France. There was a valley that's right there on the border of France. But there was just so many dead bodies, man. This is World War II. And you read about it and you listen to it, like, you just like, you try to, and I always picture it in my mind. I try to put myself in it. You know what I mean? How it would have felt. D-Day, when they came and landed.
Oh yeah, and then Normandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put yourself there. Running onto the beach, bro. Everybody dying. You know? The World War III ain't gonna be, it's just everybody dead.
Hey, that's how it's gonna be with this war because, like you brought out World War II, the thing about what made it so like violent is because in World War II they introduced new technology, and so they were still trying to fight, these wars in an old-fashioned way to where it was heavily dependent on the cavalry and sending in troops. Those troops was to get mowed down, bro.
Right?
Yeah, and it was a competition amongst corporations. That's when Chrysler and Ford started shining. Cause what? They needed Jeeps, they needed tanks. It was because if you like the elder said, you look
Also,
up.
that's where IBM came out of.
Yeah.
You want to talk about IBM out of Germany? The computer technology and everything like that?
Yep.
All that.
Yep. Because war is there's money in war. You know what I'm saying? The more war is had, the more bang for the buck the elite's gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always pushed. That's why it's always like another war or proxy war. You better believe bank accounts is flooded. Overflowing.
J.P. Morgan, all, and that's how they came about.
Yep.
Funding World War II, like you said now. This war gonna be different because there's gonna be a lot of technologies gonna be used, and they're not gonna need per se manpower, but we don't know the repercussions of like what's going repercussions of these wars when they on the land and how it's gonna affect the people.
Right.
A lot of these bombs, this is just my thing. It's like they reconstruct your DNA. Like an atom bomb, if you in that vicinity, you might make it, but you might be infertile for your rest of your damn. You know, so that's a really like
They have programs for those people. They got affected by Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So they, like you said, their whole DNA structure was rearranged, mutated. Yeah.
A lot of documentaries on it.
I know we got a whole bunch of precepts on that.
I have one for you to back you up real quick. Because you talked about the escalation of technology is going to lead to a bigger death toll. So this Isaiah 9 and 5.
Okay.
Real quick says, for every battle of the warrior. Okay, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Break it down.
No.
Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. So all the wars the brothers, the elders are going into have been fought in a traditional way. Close quarters, guns going off, men losing limbs.
That's traditional war.
Traditional warfare.
We ain't doing that though. They ain't gonna be go. They ain't happening, man.
It's gonna be drones.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there's been a drone invasion in New York City.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of drones.
Whole box of shit
Drones
drop.
come in and shoot up the
Throwing
citizens
people.
and clear out the whole area.
They shoot up the purge.
But even more than that, it's just gonna be we have the coordinates. Target locked.
Mm-hmm. 32 longitude, 416 latitude.
So this
There goes New York.
Yep.
Bye.
So this abbreviates what the elders are going into. With confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But, so it's
You know, then the destruction comes.
Shoot, then the next verse, yeah.
that would be the first show. Yep.
That's how you know. I would say that's how you know these prophecies doing what they doing. Like you can clearly see it. You know, enough to, I would say you can see it enough to where you can explain it to somebody else, so they can either get it or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. So it's time to get your mind right. Now I'm thinking, man. Brother mentioned on the comment board Saving Private Ryan. We gonna watch that movie.
Yeah.
The what's that movie? The Road.
Oh, yeah. Watching that again.
Absolutely.
Bushwick.
Bushwick.
Ooh, that's a good one too. It goes right into New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bushwick. Saving Private Ryan. The
Monsters
Road.
of Men.
What you say, out?
Monsters of Men.
Monsters of Men.
That's all right there.
Get your mind right. Get your mind right, type of
I'll tell you about that.
Oh, okay.
It's about some chasing and shit. That shit wild, man.
That's okay. Okay. Precepts though. Let's go. Anybody got anything else? I'll go back to what I had.
Yeah, go back to Sirach.
All right, so this is back in Sirach. Back in Sirach. Chapter 36. I'm going to start at verse 10. And this is in the GNT for those who following along. It says, crush all those enemy rulers who think they are the only people in the world who matter.
Man. That's America.
Man.
Yeah.
When you go to other countries, that's people know Americans think that way.
Yeah.
They look at you like these people think they're the only thing that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
He's made more stout than his fellow. According to Daniel 7. That's that pride, that stoutness.
Absolutely.
And now they're saying that over 10 million so-called illegal immigrants are here. And now and a lot of these illegal immigrants are coming.
The Apostles' Hall. So we're going to wrap up because the Apostles' Hall, I'm going to watch it. Oh shit, so we definitely need to wrap up.
A lot of these so-called illegal immigrants are come from countries that America helped topple with coups and things of that nature. Like the huge influx of people from Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador. All these people in places have been riddled because of these various proxy wars. You got people from Yemen over here, man. And they're looking at these people over here as food.
Yeah.
So what do you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Them letting you know there might be a terrorist attack. How do you know there's gonna be a terrorist attack? You just letting everybody, all these people in here?
They got this bust into them sanctuary cities like Chicago, New York,
And
Denver.
that's gonna be, and that's for a whole new other situation, because that could lead to civil war. But y'all let them come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all types of things that's gonna be coming down the pipe, man, real soon, so. We got that.
Now, I know you had called for second Ezra. Did anybody pull that up?
I got it right here.
Second is what?
Yeah, I think it was 16.
Victor 16 and Victor was up so good too.
Yeah,
it's like
let's
21.
start off above that a little bit. And read it quickly.
God, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment."
These are all promises towards this evil time. Because the world is so wicked. Famine, plague, what else?
Tribulation and anguish.
Tribulation and anguish. Alright, so get your mind right for famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish. So where when you see these things, you don't trip. You might be nervous, but don't trip. Okay? That's the point of practice. That's the point of sparring. That's the point of repeatedly having your mind somewhere. The point is for us to lead. Right? Not to get in the middle of a fight and trip. Right? Go ahead, Chandler.
Verse 20, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges."
So all the whole world is gonna be going crazy, but people are just gonna keep being dumbasses, being wicked, and going against you. How about Shemiah Shah? Go ahead.
"Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case."
We're in the midst of that. If you live in the West, for the most part, and when I say the West, I'm talking about America, Canada. I'm talking about Britain, France. I'm talking about the Western world. Pretty much, you live an extremely comfortable life.
Yep.
Even if you're homeless. Even if you're homeless in these areas, you're good. That's what I mean.
You can get a whole piece of chicken.
Yeah.
Go in the garbage,
Yeah,
you
beer.
can get a whole Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
You can throw away a lot of food.
I got bees and balloons in the West. That's how rich this motherfucker is. You can be a homeless motherfucker and have beans and balloons. Okay? Alright? Victuals shall be such good cheap on the earth. Yeah, something you about to say, mine?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Keep reading.
God, I'll read it again, verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Hey, it's all good. Go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth."
Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, meaning the mechanisms of the end of the world are going to continue to be going on in the background.
Yep.
People are not going to understand that these nations are doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. You live in your daily life, but meanwhile, World War III has been prepared right before you.
Wendy's giving out penny hamburgers.
Yeah.
So you think shit just all right? But
Yeah.
Nah, bro. No, it ain't.
Yeah, but it ain't working, you know? Go ahead.
"Sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine."
It says sword, famine, and great confusion. These are the things that are going to be coming to the earth. Sword, what's a sword? A pistol is a sword now. You know? The people, now in Texas, everybody got a pistol. Tell me, I didn't understand this until I got a little older. Everybody, I'm talking about driving around, everybody got a pistol. To the point to where I was like, let me make sure to keep my pistol. You know what I'm saying? You know, right there on your seat. You keep your pistol. Right?
If you don't have it now, they say you lacking.
Right, you tripping.
You lacking,
It's like, it's a basic thing in Texas.
Women have it too.
Everybody got a pistol.
Everybody.
So, now how much more so when things get crazy and tight and everybody got a pistol?
These people gonna be killing each other.
Wild, wild west.
The smallest thing.
Right? I was playing that game Red Dead Redemption. The game go hard.
Bro. Yes.
But it show you how it was.
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you get a sense of
Yes.
Even when you walking through town, what you looking at, partner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got a problem?
And it's so
Like
realistic.
this, like literally, somebody said, if you stand there by somebody, can you back up, please?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't back up, he'll pull that pistol out on you. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead,
You're
go
right.
ahead.
Sloppy, man. You know,
No,
so
go
that's
ahead,
my
go
shit.
ahead.
But it's times you riding on your horse, and there'll be somebody in there like, please, I need some help. I'm in distress.
Yeah.
You know, my woman's over there with her leg, bro. You trying to help her, they pull them right on you with them guns.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
they trying to steal your horse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be back into them. You gonna see Esau for who he is.
Absolutely.
See, now y'all walking around and Esau's at Subway eating fucking broccoli, cheese soup, and a provolone sandwich. And y'all think Esau is chilling when he hates your fucking guts.
Absolutely.
He will eat you
Yes.
and go to work.
Hey, Shaquan, man, I say this. I just want to give this testimony. Back in 2008, it's crazy. I was first getting in. I don't know, if brothers remember the housing crisis. There's a housing crisis that was going on, and so the economy was tanking. So everybody was like tripping out. The one dude that I was working with, you know, we was working at this group home. He's like, yeah, me and my friends here, we're already training, man. You know, if everything, you know, you set an order. You know, I got my guns. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Dude named Montrell is always saying, hey, what's up, Montrell? Hey, let me get your beans. Bah! Nah, for real, let me get your beans.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's what he's talking about. Like, yeah, I'll go there. Another white dude was talking about, yeah, I'll eat somebody if I got to. A lot of people, the only reason why they haven't flipped out yet is because they haven't been gotten permission to.
That's right.
And when you don't have the cops and everything like that, you're gonna see Esau going back into his nature. Everybody's gonna go back to the raw way. We're at the height of decadence, and so people are chilling on a level that really is people forget how this nation got created, and it was through ridiculously killing people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, and so to hold on to that power, they're gonna go back to it, man. But the Most High wants that. Okay, so what were we reading? Oh yeah, famine and all that. Keep going. Call and read it though, Baba Shah.
2nd Ezra 16 and 22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
You ain't gonna be nobody to make it better. It's just gonna be stronger. That's why we gonna watch The Road. You know, watch that movie, The Road. You seen that movie, brother? The Road. Yeah. Everybody here watch that movie?
I got one.
Bro, you gotta watch The Road. The Road show you how it is. Shit lawless. They show you everything. Yeah, that's the next one. Watch that movie, The Road.
What you're thinking about?
There's gonna be a period of time where it's like The Road. I don't think it's gonna be a long time though. I think it's gonna escalate fast. This world is too decadent. It's too decadent. It ain't gonna be, they just gonna get to the bombs.
There's gonna be a lot going on.
I think they gonna get to the bombs quick. You ain't gonna be just out here. No, that's it.
Hey, what scriptures say 1 hour?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be we all brothers, we in the cabin and shit. One brother hardcore, he go get the meat, hunt for deer in the middle of the woods with a bow and arrow and shit. Wait. Tracking this buffalo for 3 days. So, you know what I'm saying? Jake be thinking that shit, and I'm like, look, bro, the world is gonna get the killing. Okay, go ahead, Jim. What you had something? No. Okay, well, keep reading now.
Back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 23 again, it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
Hey, you had brought out that illustration just walking over people, man. You gotta think, there's been multiple things that's going on in the United States. Famine, pestilence, sedition. You know what I'm saying? Wild beasts, a lot of these animals that that, they got in the house, a lot of them gonna resort back to their natural self when they can't eat.
Absolutely.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on all at once.
And then the Lord is gonna have us, then shall it be known who is his chosen. Right. See, during that time, the Lord he's gonna operate with his elect in a way that it's gonna be like, wow. But the only way you're gonna get there is through believing now. Fully believing. Spiritual power and all of these great things we talk about ain't coming to somebody who's doubting low key. No fear.
Somebody who believes boldly.
Yeah.
Always reference Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. It talks about them speaking in great boldness in that first verse. And then it goes on to say to the people realizing this was he when we had the derision and the proper reproach, they're gonna realize like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The Lord is dealing with these people in the worst time it's ever been.
Because 2023, the prophecies came to pass.
Right.
So 2024 is gonna be like, told your ass. The grievous sores, zombies, we getting ready to see some weird, crazy stuff, man. People gonna bug out, businesses gonna shut down, it's gonna be shutdowns. And a lot of these businesses, Emma's and Lisa's, your favorite taco spot, y'all gonna go there? That shit gonna be gone. They ain't gonna survive this next lockdown. They barely survived the first one. The second lockdown that's getting ready to come is gonna it's gonna really put that bridge between the rich and the poor. And the poor are gonna be on their knees, and only the remnant go get it out of that, because he's gonna have it to where your only way to life is through bow the knee. And the elect ain't gonna bow the knee. That's what you gotta prepare yourself to do, not bow the knee to the image of Baal. Because if you weak, you go bow. Because if you think food stops with Esau, the minute you are faced with 2-3 days without food, you go forget miracles, you go make a decision based upon the flesh, and you go lose. And the water Yahweh Shad ain't based upon our human power. It's based upon the spirit that the elect will get through this.
If I may, they've already started. Like the elder saying, they've already continued to cut more jobs, especially from the tech sector, from Google to Mark Zuckerberg, that metaverse. And guess what? A lot of these diversity jobs being cut. So all you women who's been hella comfortable, a lot of y'all shit is getting cut now.
They do.
Yeah. So
nature is gonna take its course in 2024. That's where we win. Brothers, like, you worry. In order for you to get what you want, this system gotta go away. Absolutely. What we want and the world we want comes with the decaying of this one.
That's right.
So as this world goes away, your value, your importance, everything gets better. What you gonna say?
No, I was just agreeing with what the other bringing out. Like you bringing out that AI, people really underestimate the power of AI and how many jobs is going to take over in the near future.
Right.
Freaky.
Yes, your production is gonna be calculated. Like you think you working from home, but every keystroke, AI gonna be picking up if you slacking them. They gonna see everything. you gonna be through. AI is gonna be another type of enslavement that the people really ain't. They don't understand what this thing is about to do.
Right. And also a lot of this AI is right now is being implemented so they can measure you and how you would respond to certain questions or problems, so they can emulate that. So say for instance you call somebody, call a center, and more of you guys noticing that automatic voice is getting more and more responsive. So it's a point to where you're gonna have to be able to have a full conversation with that entity, that AI. They have right now, off of 45, they have this company that have self-driven cars. It's self-driven 18-wheelers. They just did a mock like simulation traffic stop. Police pulled them over, then they so the AI could get basically steps on how to respond to it. then getting pulled over. So the transportation industry about to be turned upside its head.
Everything. This nigga is.
Accounting, booking, bookkeeping, all these things, AI is gonna be able to do it.
Yep.
They're not gonna leave. A huge sector of people is going to be excluded from the economy.
Man, I'm still talking about the VR, the automated system.
Yeah.
They probe you more and more now to where it's really hard to get to a person.
You're right.
Like you pressing zero person.
See, that shit don't work. Zero don't work.
Yeah, nah.
In the 90s, zero would get you to a nigga.
Keisha was answer the phone.
Right.
And you finally talk to somebody. Now,
And they know, like, this nigga kept pressing zero.
Okay, I understand that you're frustrated.
Yeah. Just like this requirement. This, that, you know.
Zero, they keep going.
It'll hang up on you now.
It's not a correct
Like,
option.
you hit zero, like,
No,
it's true. Did y'all see that across the street from where we bring it out? When we first start bringing it out, when we moved sites? Did y'all notice, I don't know if y'all looked up, there was a billboard, there's a billboard like across the street and it changes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it said, AI needs to know more, talk to it. Did y'all not see
no,
that?
that's
That's
why
what
they
they
put
do.
it on.
They're gathering your data
That's
on
why they
social
having
media.
it on Snapchat. They're having it on. I think Instagram has it now where you can interact. They want you to interact with AI,
Yeah.
so it can accumulate more social data, day-to-day conversation, talks, and everything like that. Now they've been running the machine learning AI in basically the background of all your apps, but now they want you to interact with AI
Yeah.
on social media.
A lot of these profiles, if you put a comment, people will respond to you. A lot of that is AI.
Yeah, 100%.
And they want to see the back and forth so they can draw what people want, what people would say based on a lot of it's crazy. A lot of these profiles that you think are real, a lot of this is fake.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
Yep.
Esau wants it to be his. There's always going to be a battle. There's always going to be a way to get around it. There's always going to be a hack.
Right.
They gonna create some AI to do stuff, and then Keisha is gonna provide Elder Yashwamba with the hack, and we gonna all get it, and then make it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Because he just be having some random or some Judite that he knew back from California, who like, yo, bro, hey, I got this thing. I don't know why these people hit up Elder Yashwamba out of nowhere, but we gonna get the hack. And we gonna be alright.
Hey, yeah.
Otis from Oakland.
Hey, too. right now, this is where your boldness has to be built up. Through the trials and tribulation that you individually go through. All of us have to go through certain things to build up a certain characteristic that we're good at and also that we need to work on.
The just shall live by faith.
Right. In times of conflict, your true self comes out, and what you do good comes out, and what you do bad comes out. You work on both and harness both, so you could be able to survive when the time has come. Because the time has come, it's gonna be dire, but we know it's gonna happen. Shit, that's power within itself.
Yeah, man.
Being in the best position, so we'll just end it there. The apostles on what channel?
Let me read this though. Let me read the final part of this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read it fast. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna read this and then we'll close out with this because it's such a beautiful scripture and it's spiritual that you wanted to go into this. It makes so much sense. This is back in Genesis 36 and 11, and I'm gonna read down. It's like
Are you in Sirach?
Genesis. Sirach 36 and 11. Wow.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. Gather the tribes of Israel together again and give them back their land as you gave. And give them back their land.
And that's what we're awakened for. The remnant are awakened to be heirs to that promise that was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Y'all realize that, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're waking up.
Yeah.
There was an heir that was going to, he said, to you and your seed will I give this land. Somebody had to inherit it. So the weeping, the remnant are awakened to be heirs to that promise.
It says, and give them back their land as you gave it to them long ago. Lord, have mercy on Israel, the people who are known by your name, whom you call your firstborn son. Take pity on Jerusalem, your holy city, where you chose to stay. Fill your temple in Mount Zion with your glory and your hymns of praise. Testify for your people whom you created in the beginning, fulfill the prophecies that you have spoken in your name, reward those who have put their faith in you, and vindicate your prophets. You have always been gracious to your people. Listen to your servants as we pray. Then everyone on earth will recognize that you are the Lord, the power of all ages.
So with that, man, hey, hopefully y'all edified. You know, we just flowed in the Spirit. We just really pressed record with one scripture in mind, but as you can see, the Holy Spirit gave a meal, man. So hopefully y'all edified and galvanized to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahshua more. That's the purpose of the video. So we give all praises to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of the millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.